Greetings, everyone. Feels good to be back. Look at the glare on my shades that aren't shaded. Hello, everybody. It is live stream number 38. Number 38. Looks like I'm a little crooked. Look up. The shelf behind me is a little, because I'm looking, my camera might be a little cattywampus. Well, it's good to be back. I just needed a little, how you say, hiatus last weekend. But I'm good to go, fresh and ready, and let's see who is joining us this afternoon. Radios is here. Hello, my friend. Lyle is here. All right. Bonnie, of course. 1 minute keeping me on my toes, as usual. We have Jeffrey, and he is fourth. Who's fifth? It's just Barry. I'm here, and hello to all. Hello, Barry. Smash the like button. Am I missing a little corner of the chat window here? Oh, there it is. Okay. I kind of got to make my chat window a little tight so I can see everything. Okay. Smash. Yes, Lyle. Everybody hit the little thummy button. Thummy uppy. Bola's here. Hello, my friend. Yes, Radio's got a pair of Nikons. What's up, film nerds? What's up, yo? Mike. And the famous Canon 1014X. Have you tried it yet, Radios? I know you said you shot the 200T. Is that what you shot it in? The 1014 XLS, hopefully. Regular R8 or R10s. Oh, I don't think he got either of those, Barry. I did get an email from him, but I can't remember which Nikons you got. I'm sure he will let us know. Almost picked up another Super 8 camera, a Yashica 40K. I have to look that one up, Jeffrey. I'm not familiar with that one, or maybe I am. Is it 40K? Wish I had 40K. Super zooms. I got a found films candidate along with the footage I used with the Canon 1014. Oh, you did use. Okay, good. Awesome. How much footage was already shot on that found footage, Radios? I'm just curious. In other words, how much of it did you shoot? Anyone seen good Super 8 films recently? Please share. I've been looking for recent inspiration. I saw one today. I was watching it, but it was like a year ago, a year old. A guy shot a roll of, it was his first roll of Ektachrome, and it looked really good. It was only like a minute and a half long. But I have something I want to show you guys. It's 15 seconds long. We'll get to it a little later. But it's Super 8 and it's found film. But I'm only going to show a very small clip of it but I'll wait till everyone's here because it's something about it. I'll tell you guys later, but it's found film, and I have to show you a little clip. But I'd like to know too, Lyle. And that's something else. I didn't even write it down, but I want to talk about inspiration, filming inspiration a little bit today, and where you guys get that from. I revived one of them for good old white vignettes. Oh, I should own stock in great value white vinegar. It's great for getting rid of corrosion. More than half was shot already. I have about 30 seconds of my stuff on it. Oh, cool. They both work, and the Canon seems to work great. And I think you only paid like $4 something for that 1014 XLS, right, Radios? Bonnie said, almost got a 9.5 millimeter camera for $35 earlier today, but I then forgot about it. Do you almost get it if you actually forget about it? That's like being one number off on the lottery. Didn't almost win. I'm just messing with you, Bonnie. CJ is here. Hello, my friend. Happy Sunday. Hey, Jeffrey, or not Jeffrey, Steven. Sorry, guys, I confused you for about 1.3 seconds. Steven is here. I need some lower film prices to get it. Yes, we could all use some lower film prices. I want to show you guys, speaking of lower film prices, I picked this up not long ago. Another one. Still sealed. Look at that. Tri-X. 400 feet, 16 millimeter. Wish it had a price tag on it from, you know, the original sale. I don't know where it came from, but it's well expired. But you guys know Tri-X holds up well. So I was happy to get this. I got it for 20-something dollars, I'm pretty sure. So, I have a few of these. I really need to either take them out and spool them down to 100 footers so I can shoot them in my 16 mil cameras, or have a lab process it, or find a way to process 400 feet of film at a time, which I can't currently do, but would love to. I need a machine. I need to get a processing machine or build one. Let's see what else is going on. There is a YouTuber, Ryan Navazio. By the way, I did look up the YouTuber that you guys were talking about last week. I'll get right back to that, Jeffrey. Hold on. Filmmaker IQ. Fun little channel. He does a lot of digital stuff too, so he's got a good mix. There's a YouTuber named Ryan Navazio that shoots some great Super 8, mostly Western beach stuff. Ooh, I like that. Ryan Navazio. Ryan Navazio. We'll have to check him out. Thank you for that, Jeffrey. One of the Nikon zoom isn't working. That's okay. The zooms are overrated. Hey, Mike is here. Not for nothing. I was just going to ask you about that, Mike, how that went. But I filmed the grandkids with a Bell & Howell 240 TA last weekend. Now to shoot my Blue R16. Oh, I want to see that footage. I want to see how that comes out, Mike. Hopefully you can show a little clip. I know some people are very private when it comes to their children, grandchildren, and totally don't blame you. But it would be neat if you have a quick shot of, you know, something else, the trees or something. I was planning on making, wait, both. Oh, Bonnie. I was planning on making a bid, but then forgot about it and just got reminded about it. I've done that a million times, Bonnie. You're not alone. And then I kicked myself 28 times. When I was reviving it, didn't realize how hot the battery terminal. Oh, yeah, you gotta be careful with that. Nice. From eBay? Wait, yeah, I did get that on eBay, Steven. Pretty good deal. Eh? Good deal. Nice score, Mike. Thank you. Yeah, I was happy with it. Good deal. 20-something dollars for 400 feet of Tri-X. And like I say, you guys know Tri-X has good staying power, just like Plus X. They are going to deteriorate a little. You're going to get more grain, and you do have to overexpose it a little bit after this many years. My guess, this is in the 70s. That's my guess before shooting it. So we'll overexpose it by a couple stops. And you should anyway if you're going to process a reversal film as a negative, which is what I do. So I'm happy with it, yeah. I've been trying to find Plus X for you, Mike. I love Plus X. The FPP has been out of Super 8 lately. Really? I just got a big batch of stuff. And by the way, radios, I have the chemicals now for your Ektachrome. But I just got a big batch of chemicals from the FPP in the mail about 2 days ago. I did some film for old radios, some regular 8 last week, and I have a roll of his 100D that's up to bat next. I want to remind you guys, I will be gone on vacation for 2 Sundays in a row in about a month. We'll talk about it later. I'll just make sure you guys are aware for live stream purposes. It's in about a month. Waiting on a 625. Oh, the 625 batteries. I have a few of those. Those are good replacements for those old 1.3 volt. I got 5 rolls of 16 Tri-X total 100 foot roll. Oh, 2. I got 5 rolls of 16 Tri-X 2 100 foot rolls. That's awesome, Lyle. 100 foot rolls. 100 foot. Cecil is here. Hello, my friend. I bought a opened but not used cart of 50D. I bought a open but used cart of 200T. And I want to talk about that in a few minutes. I want to show you guys something. I may wait till we're about halfway in, just to make sure everybody's here, because I want to try to see if there's anyone, and this is for those of you that are watching this after it's live. I want to show a little portion of a film to see if anybody recognizes where it was at. San Jacinto, California is where I got the film from. That's where the person that sent it to me is from. Let's see what's going on. I will. Just now starting to add content to my YouTube channel. Oh, good, Mike. Thank you. Keep me updated. If you, I feel like I'm already subscribed to your channel. If I'm not, please remind me. I'll look when I'm done, though. Is it the same name you have here, Flying O? I think I am subscribed. Hey, Nisi is here. You know Colton Sullivan. No, wait, shoots models on Super 8 for a model. Oh, no, I don't know who that is, Nisi. I did some model shooting on digital video a while back. It's interesting. Wait, did I miss something? Mola got something for $20. Mola, what did I miss? I gotta scroll up. I don't see anything. Wait. No, I don't see. Mola got something for $20. Oh, Mola is asking $20. It was 20 something. I don't remember exactly how much, but it wasn't a lot. But I'm happy with my camera purchase. I bought a Pelican type case for the 1014. I have one. I have the Harbor Freight equivalent. They're a lot cheaper than Pelican, but they're really heavy duty. And it holds 2 of my 3 1014 XLSs. Type A Ektachrome that you found in one of your Nikons. Well, that's good. We can definitely get images out of that, probably. 2 weeks. Unacceptable. I know, Lyle. I got to get away. 42nd Street, Matthew. Hello, how are you, my friend? Going to New York City for a conference next weekend, hoping to stop at the physical B&H near my hotel. Not going to lie, kind of hoping to see if they have the new Kodak Super 8 to take a look at in person. Wow, yeah, that would be really cool. I'd love to go to B&H in person. I've ordered a lot from there over the years, but I've never been in person. I hear it's mammoth. That'll be interesting. That'll be fun. And I would be curious to know if they have a floor model for people to play with. You would think Kodak would benefit from that. I know they're very expensive cameras, but that's a really popular place. Stream from vacation. That would be cool. You know, I thought about that, but we'll see. It's kind of weird the times that we're getting there. I'll be on the road. We'll be there Sunday, the first Sunday, and then I'll actually be on the road home and just getting home Sunday late afternoon. So it'll be tricky on the second Sunday, but maybe on the first one. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a pop-up live stream with my phone. 42nd Street. Buy one. Yeah, buy one so we can all enjoy it through you. I'll eventually get an R10, but these are my first Nikon film. Anything. I had an R10 many years ago, but I never, unfortunately, got to shoot with it. I ended up selling it. I used to buy and sell cameras a lot. I'm debating with myself if I should get a roll of Ektachrome in 16mm or Super 8 for my birthday. Ooh. Well, they're both great, but I would recommend 16mm. That would be awesome. There's a new old stock 400-foot roll of Tri-X on eBay right now. It's $120. I know. It's not going to sell, Steven, but I know. Well, I don't think it will. That's way too high. Flying O, haha, would love to, I think. Well, if you get one, you let us know, Matthew, for sure. I'll get a Bolio and yes, a Bauer. Yeah, you better get a Bauer. I still can't believe you don't have one by now. Oh yeah, the Tri-X. I know what you're talking about, Mola. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but it was 20 something. Yes, not exactly 20. There was 20 something plus shipping. The shipping wasn't much, but I know it was under $30. So yeah, I can't pass that up ever. Hi, Piper. IOM is here. That is a good deal. A real B&H customer story. They are closed on Saturdays, right? Yeah. And they're closed a lot for certain Jewish holidays, I believe, too. Hello, everyone in chat. Hey, Mike, and all the non-Mikes. Well, hello, Mike. Thank you for joining. I'm already starting to lose my voice. When I talk constantly, I start losing it. And by the way, sorry for the 2 weeks ago I had a mishap with the live stream. I don't know what happened. Buddha. Nah. Take time for you and the family. Yeah, I know, Mike. I got to go see my mother. I haven't not seen her since this time last year. And my daughters and my wife, they love going, so we're going to go have fun. I got the remote switch filter key, lens hood, manuals, and cases too. Awesome. P.Y. Lamperth. Greetings from Hungary. Wow, what time is it right there, P.Y.? I don't know. I guess I'll just call you P.Y. because I'm going to butcher the Lamperth. Surprisingly, there are more than one mics here. Yeah, there's a few. Will do. Love my Bauer Super 8. I miss mine. I had one and I shot with it a lot. It was probably one of my favorite cameras ever, my Super 8. It was a Bauer S715XL. And it was gorgeous. In fact, I made a new battery cover for it. It was all corroded. I made little contacts that moved and everything. I ground them out of aluminum and it was cool. Hey, Piper. Piper, Mike said hi.
Hi.
She said hi. In my opinion, love the vacation talk, i.e. what you're taking in Super 8 and still cameras, what film. You know, I'm going to get more into that. That's a good question, Lyle, because I always overtake, and then we're just taking my car, and it doesn't have a ton of room with all four of us, but I want to try to compact everything into maybe 2 bags this time, because I didn't use a lot of it last time, and it gets really cold. It's going to be chilly there, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to take yet. Definitely some Super 8 and some 16, and 1, maybe 2 35mm still cameras. How ironic. Like the one now. Right on cue. Mishap. Oh no. Perfect timing. The timing. Am I missing something? There's more than one mic here. It's easy to get me confused. And God said no. What's the perfect timing? Did I freeze? Did it freeze or was it just on my end? Oh no. Great, I'm frozen. I want the Bauer. Nicole, is it going on your iPad?
Hold on, I didn't hear you. I see.
Can you see me?
I can see you, but I don't know if it's older. Hold on, get up for a minute.
As soon as you start talking about last week, the stream froze. Is it back on? I guess it should restart the YouTube app. You froze, right? So am I frozen right now? Can anybody see me and hear me? Everyone, better let the stream have some seconds of buffering, like 10 seconds or so. Seems like a few times every now and then when it's live, it doesn't seem to buffer fast enough. You're okay now, but right after when you said you had a problem 2 weeks ago, it froze. I don't know what is happening. So yeah, it's probably stuttering. I need to make a conscious effort every stream to completely, okay, good, I think we're coming back, to completely reboot my modem and my router. Just to make sure, because they just get funky sometimes.
You're on, babe.
Okay, thank you. Well, if it freezes again, guys, I appreciate it. Now I know what all the perfect timing meant. If it freezes again, please let me know, of course. Am I good? Mike says I'm back on. I haven't shot my 8mm 60. Hey, Certain Exposures is here. On vacation, my trusty still setup is one 35mm body, a 50mm lens. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep it simple for sure. Yeah, I agree, Mike. One reboot every week. I think that's gotta happen. Right before the stream, reboot everything. My biggest issue with that is I did that once and it took a couple hours for some reason for my internet to come back on. You know, I don't know. Mike says, "Oh crapola." I'm not dead again, am I? Oh man, this live stream thing has been problematic. Sir, you totally missed my comment. I'm offended like... Sorry, did I miss something? New time, 2023. Did I miss your comment? Now everything's fine. Okay. Let me go back up and see if I can find PY's comment. I don't know, guys. This live stream thing. Oh, 2019, that's when it ended. Okay, that's when the stream froze? All right. Hello, you beautiful people. Christian is here. All right. Did you see the email eBay film editing thing? Yeah, I did. I thought I responded to you, Jeffrey. That thing would be wicked to have. I just don't have enough room. I thought I responded. Yeah, what Bonnie said. A reboot a day before. Yeah. Did Bonnie say that? Yes, I think she's right. Maybe do it the day before. Froze again, but good now. Yeah. Your audio is skipping as a viewer just exit and re-enter the room. Oh, you were saying the time. Okay. New time. 8:23. 2023 is 8, right? Yeah. Okay, so you're 6 hours ahead. Here is one. Time is 2024 here in Sweden. Well, it's 2:25 here in Florida. One, leave the room. All right, so guys, listen. If we freeze up again, please let me know. And I will be doing a reboot. I will start doing a reboot every Saturday. Here comes the air conditioner. You heard it. Woo! I want to show you guys something. Everybody knows what BolexCollector.com is, I'm sure, right? Everybody's gone to BolexCollector.com. It's a website. It's been around for so many years, at least as many years as I can remember, at least 25 or 30. And it's where people get information on old Bolex cameras. And projectors and things like that. You look your serial numbers up and you can find out what year your camera was made, stuff like that. So I have something interesting. Now, I have been told several times by different people over the years that although it's a super good resource, that it's not always 100% reliable. It's close, but it's not always perfectly reliable. Yeah, Christian. Come along, dandy. No one leave the room. There's a Hasselblad selling for just under 1,000 used in Sweden in case you're interested. Bonnie, get it. Any way to date film before developing or clip to see the edge codes? You could, Mike, you could clip, but you need at least a foot of it, and you got to get lucky. But you got to develop it, and you got to load it before it gets exposed, or it'll all just come out black. Or would it be clear? No, clear. The best thing to do is clip, develop, and hope that you have an edge code within that. It's usually about every 3 feet. Excuse me. It's usually about every 3 feet for an edge code. So if you want to burn a little bit of film, you could do that. So I have this camera right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a Bolex P3 8mm camera. And I can tell it's a P3 because I have the label for it that's on the front. It's just missing. And I have it here somewhere. I just don't know where it's at. Plus it also has the controls on the top here. See these controls right here? Doot, 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 doot. Now this one's funky. It needs an overhaul, a CLA, and I'm going to do that to it. But listen, it barely runs. I think I showed this a couple weeks ago. See the inside? It's wound. Yeah, it's barely running, and I got it on 24 frames per second. So I know how to fix that for the most part. But anyway, I just was curious, so I looked it up on Bolex Collector just to see when this one was made, this particular model. And I look up P3, and this is what I got. So there's the P3, and you can see the levers, the two levers up at the top, right? The auto zoom, the battery controlled zoom. Now let me zoom in to the bottom where you see the serial numbers right there for the P3. So my serial number should be A29001 through A43100. Correct? Correct. My serial number, which is on the bottom, you have to take the handle off, for my P3 is 971647. Now let me show you this picture. That is the P2, which is the previous model to the P3. And if you look up top, I know it's a little bit tight, but it doesn't have the zoom controls, the auto zoom controls back and forth. And then when I click close up and look at the P2 serial numbers, voila. Again, mine starts 9716. That leads me to believe this camera was from 1963. But interestingly enough, this is a P3. I don't know if something was swapped. It's strange, because like I say, I have heard that there are some mix-ups occasionally on Bolex Collector, but I think that one's pretty severe. Not severe, but it's pretty substantial, because the numbers are totally different. It's a completely different range of numbers. So I don't know. I mean, it's definitely a P3, and I'm excited to get it rolling, by the way. It's a 1963 dated camera. Yes, it is. Certain exposure, so blocked. 3 feet makes sense, thanks. Yeah, Mike, try it, see what you get. Okay, I have a lot of film now that I have processed, and a lot of times I'll keep, especially with Super 8, I'll keep the cartridges, and I label them now on top what year that cartridge was made, or the film inside it was made. So in some cases you can tell or get at least a rough idea. With Ektachrome 160 it's a lot easier, but Kodachrome can be tricky. Tri-X and stuff, that stuff's really hard to figure out. Yeah, it's over 60 years. This is older than me. 61 is yours. It's very rare, Mike, and I'll sell it to anyone looking for $1 million. Just like my Rex 5 having a 1965 date. Yeah, I don't know. They may have goofed. Yeah, they could have, CJ. It's entirely possible. They could have made a few before the launch. And I do have a special. I'm guessing it was really early, because maybe it was the tail end of the P2s, and this one came really early, even though the serial number is the later one. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. That was just an interesting little tidbit. Pentacon sometimes did something similar to their SLR cameras, like the Practica Nova. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I also have this. You guys know what this is, don't you? First person to guess gets a digital high five. I think the bottom, a Rex 4 bottom. Oh, you have a Rex 4 bottom? You know, my Rex 1 is a little odd too, according to Bolex Collector. I don't know, we'll get into that one day maybe, but I think there were some oddities with that as well. Medium format. 120? Yes, it is. So this is found film. So I got a little while back, I got a lot of, no, it is 120 radios. I got a lot of, lot as in not a ton, but a lot of 120 film that was previously exposed, and it was in the worst condition I've ever seen film ever. Take the worst film you'd ever seen that was buried in the bottom of the ocean since 1902 and double it. 120 film ruins. Yeah. It was really bad. Really bad. So I don't know. I knew I was taking a chance. I got it real cheap, but there were 6 or 7 rolls I don't remember. But took it into my dark room, and I think there were 7. And I took all of it off. I was taking it all off. And what I do with 120 film, I don't have the thing up here, but I take an old 35 millimeter canister, and I'll unspool, especially this really old stuff, when it's been spooled for 60 years, I'll unspool it in the dark room, and I'll backwind it against its natural curve, and I'll put it in the 35 millimeter little black canister, put another one on top of it, and put it in a black bag, and leave it for a couple days to let it try to relax and stretch the opposite way, so it's easier to load onto a Patterson reel. So anyway, as I'm taking them out in the dark room, I'm realizing, and I've done film before that was humidity had gotten to it, and it was so bad that the backing paper just stuck to it, and whatever, you just got to toss it. Well, this was happening, but it's like the backing paper was kind of peeling away from it, but almost like carbon paper, or probably felt like it was leaving an imprint on it somehow. So I got all of them done. A couple of them I didn't get all the way through because the backing was just sticking to it and there was nothing I could do. So those had to go in the trash. The couple of them, the spools here were completely rusted on the ends. Like rusted solid, where you couldn't even see through the hole. So like I say, I had no... There was no way I was going to get an image out of it. No way whatsoever. And I was hoping, because I do a little video, I do the little 1-minute video with the still film. Yeah. Digital high five radios. Speaking of Bolex, really want to see that documentary, but I missed the viewing window last year. Yeah, from the granddaughter. I have not seen it either, Lyle. I would like to, though. The Bolex film is great. Alyssa is a nice young, I think you just mean young lady. Yeah, not a guy lady. We won't get into politics, but yeah. Nice. She seemed like a real nice young lady when I saw her talking on the forums and I said hello. Oh yeah, old spooled up film is very stubborn. It is, and I just wind it against itself tightly, put it in 2 35 millimeter plastic black canisters and kind of marry them together and put them in a black bag and roll it up just so they don't expose it. And I leave it that way for a couple days. Not. Sorry. Russell, you're here. Russell is here. Yeah, fine. I need a copy. I know. I'd like to see it. Tiny 8 millimeter can. Okay, so anyway, these are 2 films that I did. Now, I know I'm not wearing gloves because these are going to go in the trash. No way you're going to be able to see through that. No. Anyway, I want to show you guys. This was Plus X. You know I love Plus X. I know how to process Plus X. So I was thinking if there's any chance whatsoever of images, it's going to be on this Plus X. This is old Ectacolor or Kodak or what do they call it? Yeah, Ectacolor Professional. It was a color film. I think it was a slide film, and it was C22 process. Well, I don't process C22. I do black and white. So I process both of these in black and white because this is a black and white film. And you guys ready for this? I'm not going to do an episode on this at all because the images are terrible. But I wanted to show you a couple of images that I got out of them because they're eerie. Eerie. And not like Jamaican. Eerie, man. They're eerie. And no, not Pennsylvania. Remjet's here. Hello. For some reason, I've thought about the idea of a large format SLR camera a few days ago, and now I want to try to make one. I did too, Bonnie. That's so funny you mentioned that. I got like stuck down a rabbit hole on YouTube, and I saw a guy made a large format pinhole camera, like a box camera, and it got me wanting to make one too. In my defense, I was storyboarding a music video and time got away. That's the only good excuse, Russell. No, don't throw the strips away. Remember, they contain silver. That's true. That is true. That is true. So here's okay, let me show you first. There are 4. Just see if you guys can figure out what this is. And they're rough. They're really rough. They're not, there's not much grading or anything. Really quick, the Bosley Pocket 8mm is a cool musket. Yes, you need to get it. Oh, Mike, you were asking what to do with used 35mm canisters. Put a teaspoon of vinegar in it and a bit of baking soda. Put the lid on and set it on the table. What does that do? Oh, will it pop? Will it do the, what were the candies that made you drop them in soda and oh, that would, you know I got to try it now. You know Piper's going to want to do that. All right, here's the pictures. Here's picture number 1. Now this is the Ectacolor. This is C22. Yeah, they pop. I got to try it. This is the C22, supposed to be color. Here it is in black and white. Look at that picture though. That it's just eerie, creepy, cool. I actually really like that. Here's the second one in the roll. There only a couple came out, and you can kind of see like they're looking down at a mountain road or something, and some trees. I don't know if they're out in a farmland or something. I have no idea when these were shot. My guess is in the 60s. Horror film background, yes. Here's number 3. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Someone's house. And here's the last one. And these. The inside of a house. So that was the 4 that you could actually make out on this roll. And now you see why I don't really want to do a whole episode. I have done with 4 photos, but I just wanted to show you guys. Now, the Plus X, it came out really, really bad. Really bad. Yeah, creepy and cool, right, Steven? They are Black Sabbath, yes. This is almost analog horror style. Woo! Some kind of rotted tintype or wet plate from the 1800s, I know. Nice, nice, nice. These photos would make awesome cover for our... I actually thought about using one for, but I'll show you. The last one I'm going to show you, and there are only 3 of these. And number 3, I think would make for a really cool background on my YouTube banner, or just a background in general. Yeah, very Black Sabbath. Silent Hill vibe, nice. All right, so this is the Plus X. Now you have to look really close, and you might be able to make some things out, okay? So here is photo 1. Now obviously you can see the cars, and you can see a little group of people standing, probably like sidewalk. I can't tell. I couldn't really tell if they were looking at the camera or at the cars. So there's that. And then number 2. Now, if you guys look close, you see the 2 on this picture on the left side of the screen? That's the backing paper that left its imprint on the negative. You're going to see more of that here in a second. Okay, that, did I change it? Oh, wait, for some reason, oh, I must have accidentally uploaded the same picture twice. All right, well, here's the last one. But look at that. Look at the backing paper. And you can see it shows different picture numbers, you know, your exposure number depending on how big your frame size is. So it's either picture number 10 or picture number 13. You can see plus X pan that was imprinted on the negative itself from the backing paper. And then if you look really close on the far right side of the screen, about 2/3 of the way down, there's a guy with a tie on. Isn't that cool? Admit it's cool. Those were the best 3 out of all, I think, 12 or 11 that were on that roll. Holding a fish. Do I play any instruments? Maybe we can have music and film festival. I do not play any instruments. My oldest daughter is incredibly musically inclined. She's a genius when it comes to, and just saying that because she's my kid. Anything she picks up, she can play. She loves piano. She bought her own electric guitar, a little Fender electric guitar. She currently plays the viola, and she's going to be in band. She starts high school this year, so she's the music one. What a ghost. These photos make awesome cover artworks for experimental music albums. Yes, they would. Hey, Lucas, what is the best developer for old found roll film? I don't know if there's any one particular, but if I were only going to use one, I've used quite a few different ones. I particularly like HC110. It's very Rodinal-ish, I think. It's a more high contrast and low fog developer. It's a concentrate, it's inexpensive, and it goes a long way. Thank you, Russell. Through a badly damaged chrono. Yeah, it does, I know. Holding a fish. Make this clear as day. AI probably could. You're probably absolutely right. Oh, this is almost like double exposure. With the backing paper stuck to it, it really did kind of double expose. And a lot of the frames did overlap because when they would wind it, I don't think they got it all the way wound, so they did overlap some of the frames a little bit. A lot of paper bleed. Rod Sterling. That's good. Gravestones on the last one. There could be. I don't know. It would be a cool album cover, CJ. Graphic designers are recreating this all the time. And look, I did it in like an hour. You know? So cool, though. Okay. Hey, Jonas. Maybe Rodinal, but it can get very grainy. Yes, they're very contrasty developers. That is awesome, though. These could be like murals on the wall of a creepy sandwich shop. Very cool. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, I can do the same thing. I can pick up any instrument and play it. Good for you, Bonnie. That's a talent. What's up, Living Naughty? That's my brother, Living Naughty, because he's naughty. You definitely got to keep her on the musical track then. That's talent right there that needs to blossom. She's really good at reading music. To me, it just looks like a bunch of cymbals. I'm my own one-man band. So is my brother. That's great, CJ. I do have a nice Yamaha acoustic guitar that my wife bought me many years ago. I actually tried learning to play it with my daughter a couple times, and I'm just not musically inclined. I'd much rather be holding a camera than an instrument. I play piano by ear, but I hurt my ear, so I stopped. Well, that would probably make you stop there, Jeffrey. I can pick up any instrument as well, unless it's too heavy, like a piano. Is that the Magic Man, Chad? No. That Chad he's in Vegas right now. That's my younger brother, Jim. Pianoist here, Christian. That's awesome. Mike does a great job of reading all the comments. No one gets left behind. Very respectful. I'm trying, Stephen. Thank you. I don't know. I feel responsible to do that. Everybody is kind enough to get on here and have fun with me. I can't. It's hard for me to ignore anyone. But besides, it's just as much fun for me. I'm still in a band now. That's awesome, Russell. Get the guitar. Go get the guitar. I have the guitar. Oh, you want to see it? I still can't read music notation ×3. I just play and improvise. The only musical instrument I can play is the radio. You and me both, Barry. I want to touch on a couple things too. Anybody ever seen a ukulele? Yeah. Hey Fritz, my youngest daughter had a little ukulele. What? Only 12 thumbs up? Guys, smash it. Isn't that what all the cool kids say? Smash the like button. So I want to show you guys this clip. We're about 50 minutes in, so I want to show you. If anybody currently watching or watching after the fact recognizes this location or any of the people in this film, thank you, Stephen. This is 15 seconds long that I'm going to show you. It's 200T. I processed it. I scanned it. And I very quickly exported it as a compressed file. So it's not great. No real color correction. I kind of did a little white balance. That's it. So this is mainly just to see if anybody recognizes this location. And the reason being is I got this film not that long ago, and I would like to get it back to the person who shot it, because I don't feel like I'll show it. I could show it on a found film episode, but I almost feel like it means something to the person that actually shot it. I feel like they were maybe even paid to shoot it. Let me show you guys the film first. It's, like I say, it's only a 15-second clip. Where is it at here? Let me find it. Boom, boom, boom. All right, here we go, kids. 15 seconds. Yeah, USA. Now remember, it's this one right here. It's this film right here. 200T Vision 3 is a brand new stock. That's why I feel like it's very recent. I got this personally from San Jacinto, California. That's where it came from to me. So without any further yickety yackety, here's 15 seconds of it. Hey Manny, how are you, my friend? Synchronize your watches. So the film continues on, goes into the reception. This is post wedding ceremony, obviously. I'm assuming they may have some during the ceremony somewhere. I don't know how the person that I got this from actually got the film, or if I got this one by mistake. I don't know, but I feel like there's a lot of that in the film, and then here's the weird part. And then when the wedding stuff is done, then it switches to they're out in the hills, California hills, kind of overlooking. It's hard to explain. They're up in the hills in California, it looks like, and they're doing a photo shoot, but it's a different couple. It's a pregnant girl, young pregnant girl, and her. I'm assuming they're together. Her baby maker, husband, boyfriend, something, kissing and hugging, you know, doing photos. So whoever's filming this is probably doing this, I would assume, maybe for money as a business. So it really kind of needs to go back to that person. I'm not the one that shot it. It's not bad. They did a pretty good job with it. And if I don't hear anything in the next, you know, few weeks, I'll probably make a found film video out of it. Because I own it, but I didn't shoot it. Yes, radio is definitely a wedding. Yeah, I wonder if their camera, I don't know if they got, the seller didn't have any clue what it was, to be honest with you. So I would think, Mike, in fact, I think I'm going to re-contact the person I got it from and just see if there's any more information. Fritz says, it looks like a Baha'i church. Okay, well that's a start. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm glad you said that. Something bad must have happened. I know, I don't know. Maybe this is B-roll footage and they went with the footage from another cartridge. They could have, or they maybe thought this one never was filmed right or something. They never got it developed. I don't know. Baha'i. What is a Baha'i? Am I saying that right? Baha'i church? What is that? Forgive me. Baby daddy. Yeah. Did I miss Remy? Where's Remy? Oh, Remjet. Yeah, okay. Can you show the church again? That's probably the best chance to locate it. Yes. Let me show you guys the church again. I'm going to show it one more time. 15 seconds. It starts right there at the top of the church, by the way, coming down fast. It appears to be out in the middle of nowhere. That's it. Saratoga Springs, Utah. Kind of looks like it. It may not be in California. I mean, it might be a stolen film. I don't know. That's why I think it's important that I maybe try to figure out. I figure if I could figure out what church that was or what facility that was, then maybe we can figure out who got married. Temple in Saratoga. It's a temple in Saratoga Springs, Utah. So it's a Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day. Oh, it is? Okay. So you know that, Stephen. Reddit would figure it out quick. Guy can pan better than me. Notice the absence of a cross. I noticed that, Mike. I did. Reddit, 4chan would even find the people in the film clip. Top of the church looks like a small Empire State Building. Reddit is a great suggestion. Yeah, maybe I'll throw it in Reddit. But Stephen sounds relatively confident that it's in Saratoga Springs, Utah. That might be a good place to start. Yeah, because there's no guarantee that it's in California. Probably should have kept the other... I wonder if I should have just kept the other part of it. Thank you for popping in, CJ. I appreciate it. Have a great day at work, my friend. 200T in the sun is insane, I know. Google image search. Would that work with places? I don't know. I have the whole film. That's what I did, Google. Oh, you did that. Have you looked, Stephen, did you then Google that particular church and look at the images, the real images of it, to see if that looked the same? So you did a Google image search. Not another Shia LaBeouf. Reddit would find the current locations, ages, and addresses of everyone in the film within 5 minutes. They would. I like another Shia LaBeouf. Love your film mysteries. I love this stuff. I really do. Sadly, we don't figure out that many of them, but it's fun. um, has anybody, I got just a quick question I want to ask. C41, has anybody ever found, I know I want to find Joey, has anyone ever found a published by Kodak formula, home formula for C41, or know their formula? I don't think there's an actual published formula for C41. There are formulas, don't get me wrong, for C41. I want to try and start doing my own. Few YouTubers like GeoWizard who find locations just based on photos. GeoWizard? Got it. Good question. I know I do too, Russell, but it's, you know, I'm very self-sufficient. I want to be able to make my own, like I do my ECN2. Now I've processed C41 still film with my ECN2 chemicals, and it comes out okay. But I want to use the right color developer, and the ECN2 and C41 use a different one. One CD3, one CD4, and I want to use the correct one. Yeah, and there's some other things in that film, later in the film, that, you know what, you guys just want to see it. There's not tons of people that watch the stream. Or you guys want to see the 2.5 minute film? It's totally not graded, cropped, nothing. You guys want to take a quick peek at it? I could probably pop it on here. I did it. Yeah, I took a screenshot and nailed it. It's a very unique building. I think it's close enough to California, so I think that's definitely it. Steven found it. Yeah. All right, let me see if I can... You got to remember, guys, there is no correction at all to this. Let me see if I can pull it up. Did I leave the card in there? Oh, I may not have it anymore. I don't think I have it, guys. Sorry. No, I just rendered a part of it really quick. That's what it was. I only rendered a small part of it. I can't remember if there's cars or license plates. I don't think there is. No, I think it's all just wedding stuff. The bride is inside singing. There's a little band in there playing. And then the odd thing was, at the end, the last, 30 seconds or so, is a totally different couple with a pregnant girl. Just wait another year and AI, yeah, they'll know instantly. Show it. Yeah, I don't have it, or else I would show you guys real quick. Trying to remember where I rendered it from. Yeah, I don't. It's on my other drive, so I can't. I'll probably show it next week. C41 would be huge. I know, I wish I could. We can just go back in the stream. Yeah, go back in the stream. But I think Steven might have... I think Steven's onto something. This is why I put titles and dates in my films. That's very smart. And I usually film a whiteboard first. I usually cut that out, but I've gotten to where I do the same thing, Radios. It was the only one, Mike. That was the only roll of film. Lyle says, making C4. Yeah, it would be huge. I'd love to. You can show the whole thing next week in the stream. I think I will, Mike. Maybe this really was a wedding photographer who also shot some bits on Super 8, decided not to include it, or forgot to develop and scan the film. Maybe, and I almost wonder if what Radio said, something tragic may have happened. I don't know. It just seems really strange. Yeah, it sounds like Steven's probably on the right track. I'm going to have to do a little more digging. I like the theory of the camera that got lifted or stolen. Yeah, I know. Maybe it was a stolen film. My parents my dad and my stepmother on their anniversary, not anniversary, on their honeymoon. Now they got married in the 70s. All their 35 millimeter film, undeveloped, was stolen out of their vehicle. Would be nice to one day come across that, but unfortunately I feel like that is probably long gone. Or maybe I don't want to come across it. I found a few DIY C41 formulas that are easy enough, but at least here in the UK, trying to find CD4 or CD3 chemicals is difficult. I've heard that, Remjet. I've heard that it's tough over there. I order from Artcraft, and CD3 and CD4, they're not overly cheap, but I can get them from Artcraft here in the States. I think you can actually get it from Alibaba. They have color developers CD3 and CD4 on there, I believe, in bulk. Maybe they all slipped into another dimension, or the Chupacabra took them, and this is the found. Wouldn't it be neat at the end if the camera just went? No, it wouldn't. Who steals undeveloped? I know. I think they just stole a suitcase or something. I don't remember. Oh my God, I've had a breakthrough on a LUT for color neg as a starting point as soon as I finalize it. Ooh, cool. For digital film, for digital to make it look like film, or for film to make it boost. The church looks like the Latter-day Saints in Saratoga. New World Film seems to be right. Steven's on it. Steven does some, he was for a while, was scanning some found film stuff too. It is sad, I know. So I got a question. What do you guys think could make old sound film not work today? Anytime I develop, especially the cameraman mic stuff that you guys know about, the Joey stuff, the sound comes out really good most of the time. But when I take a brand new roll and I try to record audio, and I've done it in several different cameras, and I was kind of having a conversation with a guy in the comment section of my latest video about this actual topic, and so I wanted to get your take on it. Do you think maybe it's the sound heads in all of the cameras nowadays that are just full of magnetic stuff that need to be demagnetized, that is making it to where the audio just never works right? I get just... But when I process the old stuff that was recorded years ago, the audio comes out great. So I don't know. I don't believe that it's the magnetic track on here that's bad. I think it has more probably something to do with the cameras. But I don't know. I got many found carts. Where? Mike's origin story. It all makes sense. I need to try a sound film with my 1014 XLS. Yeah, try it. See what happens. I cannot get sound to work right. A LUT to flip color negative scans to a positive and get basic color levels. You send that to me, Russell. I don't use LUTs. I hardly ever do, but I would love to have one as a good starting point. The only thing is, I scan my negative film as a reversal. Doesn't really matter, but either sound heads or the audio components of the camera that went bad. That's what I'm thinking. I think you're right, Mike. I don't know. I wish I could figure it out. Could be the actual audio circuitry of the camera. But the only thing that makes me wonder about that is I've used several different cameras and I've always gotten the same terrible result. The head on the camera needs to be cleaned or capacitors are gone. Yeah, I think you are probably very close to right, Jeffrey. I think the heads on the record heads are probably need to be cleaned. Christian says, must be the sound equipment. It's definitely the camera. Can't be the fact that it's undeveloped. Right, that's what I thought. I don't know much about magnetic tape, but I know VHS and other magnetic formats lose magnetic information over time. I will say this. I bought an 18 cart lot of sound film about 5 years ago. And it was much like the cameraman mic stuff. It was all previously exposed, and I processed all 18 rolls, and the sound was really hit and miss. It was all sound stuff. It was really hit and miss. Some of it came out okay, some of it just was not there. So maybe I just got lucky with this cameraman mic stuff. Maybe it was just stored properly over the years, and I've gotten lucky with it, but I've also had others come out that were not from that lot that came out okay. So I don't know. It's kind of a mystery. Would I be okay to take a little bit of rubbing alcohol on a Q-tip and try to clean the heads, the record heads, the sound heads in a camera? I have a bunch of old sound film that I developed silent. I'll check it on the sound cams. Yeah, I'd love to know, Manny. Barry says, doesn't the film get brittle enough that it doesn't touch the sound heads? Ooh. Does the film get brittle enough? Well, maybe it shrinks and doesn't. And what if it doesn't actually touch the sound head? That's a thought too. I don't know. What I should do is shoot a roll. Try to find the most recent roll that I have, the newest roll, shoot it with sound, see what happens, and then put it in my sound projector if I don't get any good audio, and try to record over it, because I have one where you can record over it, and see if that works. I don't know. I'm so perplexed by this, and look who showed up finally. Tobin's Video and Entertainment Broadcast. That's Travis. Finally. Hey, buddy. But that's an interesting theory, Barry. Well, I haven't, Mike, tried my newest sound cam. Or maybe I have. Well, I don't know what my newest one is, to be honest. As in, like, new manufacturer. No. But you know what I might do? I might take a sound cart. And I might try, like I do with all the 100 cameras or whatever, but pick out all of my good sound cameras and run one cart through all of them. Try to clean all the heads and run it through all of them. If I get no audio from any of them, well, then it's the cart. Has to be. I don't know. VHS magnetic tape decays rapidly. I removed the top of a VCR once and I was doing a transfer and it was coming apart. And so yeah, VHS is, 30 to 40 years, you're pushing it. What if the tape head tries to magnetize the magnetic strip but touches the film emulsion instead? Now you guys really have me thinking, what if it isn't touching the head at all? Or what if, cameras over time, they start to lose, their oil breaks down. What if it doesn't actually lift up high enough to engage anymore? Pure alcohol is fine. We use it in the recording studio all the time. Plus demagnetizes. Okay, good. I got 99%. You got a movie deck like mine? I had one. I have an Elmo. I have a few projectors, but I have a good Elmo that will record sound. Oldest trick in the book. Process of elimination. Try many sound recordings and playback devices. Yes. My projector can do that too. Yeah. That's what I should do, Mike. I'm going to try. If the audio doesn't come out when I try that experiment, then I'm going to try that. I'm going to put it in the projector and see if the projector will do it. I'm going to give it a go. Never shot a sound cart before. Do it, Russell. Do it. Jonah says, I got the Bolex and it works perfectly. And I tried developing some of the black and white film. And I got some images. If you want to, I could maybe send it to you. Send me so I can see the images. That would be cool. Time for me to go. Thanks for the stream. Remjet, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next time. We're going to be ending it here very soon, guys. We are way over an hour. And Russell, I have only one thing to say to you. You will never work in a place like this again. Fact. And you'll never have another boss like me. Basically a chilled out entertainer. With a CP16. Bye-bye for now, Lyle. Lyle, are you leaving? Wait, did you say you were leaving? Me as well. Oh, Lyle, take care, my friend. It's always nice seeing you. Fun fact, between the first and last Disney VHS was longer than the time between first Disney DVD and... Oh, that is a fun fact. Mike, the CP16 failed me on my last roll. Oh, no. I'll have to show you later. Images came out sloppy with no frame lines. That usually happens when the K3... You definitely lost the loop somehow. That can happen, by the way, in the CP16. There is no registration pin. It doesn't lock it in place. It can really start flailing around in there. That's happened to me on my CP before. It is possible, 100%. Fact. You will never work in a place like this. Fact. Both called David. Wait. I don't want to go to work today, David. Both, me. There's not another bloke called David. Oh, God. I got to send you the new cart and Ectochrome Type A. Do it. Smash that like button before you go. Thank you, Jeffrey. We are going to wrap it up, kids. I had so much fun. I got a lot of work to do. Inside joke film. It's my brother and I, my older brother Chad and I, we text back and forth all the time quotes from The Office, and we do it with the British version, the Ricky Gervais British version, and one of the greatest shows I've ever watched in my life. Thank you, Stephen, for popping in. I really appreciate it. Guys, listen, that's Croft. I do need to go. I have a lot to do. I will catch everybody next week. I promise. The Office. Yeah, bud. Have a great week, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. If it's Sunday night, enjoy your Monday. And I will see everybody next week, barring any crazy, crazy things. Thanks, Mike, Barry, everybody. See you next week.